We all hate excuses. Absolutely hate them. And, it's kind of one of those things where as you go along and you try to justify things, sometimes even yourself, like, for instance, me, leaving the socks on the floor and not taking care of them. Instead, my wife getting after me for, sometimes you just run out of excuses and you just need to get the job done. I know I need to pick it up. But there's a bigger question here when you talk about the Miami Dolphins and specifically the quarterback situation with Tua Tagovailoa. Now, I'm a big fan of Tua, and I feel like, okay, so there is a lot of hatred that gets cast on Tua because of obviously the team's success over the last couple of years. By the way, and we've highlighted this in another video. Does anybody remember that isn't Dolphins fans, by the way, how bad the Dolphins defense was for like the first 8 weeks of the NFL season, 9 weeks or whatever it was, and then they went on that 7-game winning streak? Did anybody wonder why? Well, we highlighted that in another video. Go check it out. That's why we think the Miami Dolphins are the most underrated team in the entire NFL, or underrated defense in the entire NFL. But when your defense is letting up 30 points a game, it's tough for any quarterback, But I feel like the question now is Tua and the team running out of excuses? Is this the last chance specifically for Tua Tagovailoa? Now, again, I think that there has to be an olive branch here. You have to look at both sides and be fair here. On one end, you've got one end of the fan base or one end of the NFL that says, he's had a couple of years now. His first year, yes, there was some excuses. He's a rookie quarterback coming into a new system, blah, 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 blah. Completed 64% of his passes, over 1,800 yards, as well as for 11 touchdowns, as well as 5 interceptions. Came back his second year, completed nearly 68% of his passes for almost 2,700 yards with 16 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. So, not bad. We've definitely seen worse. I'm a Vikings fan. I saw Christian Ponder forever, so I get it. But me being a Vikings fan, I think we really need to kind of have a little bit of a comparison here. I think that they're actually very similar teams. Now, I'll give the edge to the Dolphins defense. Clearly, they're better than the Vikings. They played way better down the line than the Vikings did. I'm talking specifically about the quarterback situation. Both quarterbacks have gotten hated on a lot in their careers. Now, for different reasons. Again, I'll extend that caveat or that olive branch. Mainly, as a Vikings fan, people hate Kirk Cousins because he makes a lot of money and, hasn't really brought them to the place that he's wanted, or that they've wanted. But as for Tua, I don't get the hate. I really don't, because he's only been in the NFL a couple of seasons now. He's consistently, in my mind, gotten better and shown that he can continue to do different things for this offense. And when you watch him, I know. Kurt Warner came out and kind of critiqued Tua's long ball to Tyreek Hill. Excuse me, I'm having a day this morning. But, if we're being honest, I felt like, this could be a lot worse. Like, this could be so much worse because he's better than a lot of people think. When you specifically watch how far he has come, and Kurt Warner kind of outlined what was wrong with this particular throw to Tyreek Hill. Excuse me, I need to focus up here. But I'm just actually looking at the play here. You know what? Actually, I'm going to bring it to you guys right now. I'm going to let you guys take a look at this play because he came up with a very good explanation. Kurt Warner did. He basically talked about how here we go. Okay, so Kurt Warner highlighted about how, and it's later in the video, you guys can watch it. Just go, just in Twitter, just literally type up Kurt Warner, Tua, and you'll find it. But the point is, he talks about how Tua's feet on this long ball to Tyreek Hill were out of position, and about how he loses power, and it makes a lot of sense. I mean, Kurt Warner, let's be real, he's Kurt Warner. Like, you're not going to really challenge that, but we have already seen that Tua has shown more of an ability and a willingness to throw the football deep, and that's exactly what this Dolphins offense needs. And I'm not going to sit here and say that, there's no frustration. Again, on one side, there's the people that say Tua, he's had enough time. This is starting to look like a bust. On the other end, it's like, okay, just give him one more chance. Does he have the weapons he needs? He's finally got Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, Mike Gesicki at tight end. I mean, will Mike McDaniel finally get this team in a position where it can actually run the football? Like, all these questions are finally coming to fruition, and I get it. And the fact that the Dolphins are stacked on offense now, finally. But I think we have to take a look at this, and we have to be real on both ends here. Yes, is it frustrating that he hasn't gotten the job done? Oh, the team rather. Again, when your defense is letting up 30 points a game or whatever that we highlighted, I think it was 27.5 through the first 8 games of every NFL game through those games, that first half of the season, good Lord, Colton, it's frustrating, and it's really hard for your offense to be able to pick up the slack. But when your defense only lets up like 13 to 15 points a game, Tua Tagovailoa and the rest of that offense should be able to put up 20 points. They should be able to put up 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns and a field goal, whatever, to win that game. So, it really does come down to how the rest of this team plays for me. Like, I'm not ready to just write off Tua based on the fact that, maybe he only throws 25 touchdowns next year. I'm not, because again, it's a team game. The defense has to step up, has to play up to their potential before we can just come out and say, it's all Tua's fault. So again, you got to look at both ends here. It's the team, not just the QB, because Tom Brady, look at Tom Brady. He's a perfect example. Obviously, I'm not going to bring up the fact that this man took millions of dollars less every year to be able to get the better team around him, but about the fact that his defenses have always been at least average. Like, seriously, his defense has always been at least good enough to help him win games. So if Tua's defense steps up in that regard, and his protection for that matter, I'm a little concerned about his protection this year. He had Jesse Davis as a starting right tackle last year. That was just but this year, I'm still a little concerned. But I do think that we're getting dangerously close to that point where it is the last chance. But I don't think this is the last chance. I think Tua and the rest of this offense has another year or two. You get that offensive line now. Again, it's so hard to find a quarterback in this league that is, like Aaron Rodgers, that is Patrick Mahomes, that can elevate your teams. But I think we can all agree. I don't know if Tua is that man right now, but at the end of the day, you need to get him protection. You need to get him wide receivers, which they finally got him. So, I think the excuses are running low, but this is not the last chance for Tua Tagovailoa. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truly awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comments section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about this being the last chance for Tua Tagovailoa.